Look at that. Look at that, huh?
Look at that.
Look at that.
Look
You're
at
a
that.
Canadian.
Oh, yeah, I am.
So I'm required by law to take 25% off all of my questions. So first question, what was your experience like doing...
Okay, I'm going to have to also retaliate with tariffs on my answers. Okay. So, my experience was really...
Perfect. We get it.
Yeah.
But maybe both administrations seeing a Canadian and an American shake hands is all they need to see.
We solved it.
Yeah, we solved it.
That was a beautiful moment for democracy.
Your album is tremendous.
Thanks.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
I was thinking you're a comedian.
Yes, I was thinking that too. Yeah.
It's beautiful. You know how to sing and how to play instruments? What the is going on?
Thanks. I am a comedian. But I've always wanted to. I've always, played music in my bedroom.
You have?
Yeah, and shed a single tear and been really emo. But yeah.
How does a comedian? By the way, Mae is a comedian, but the music. This is real music. This is great music.
Thank you.
It's not like, oh, it's a comedy music. It's a real music album. I want to make that very clear, and it's great. My family was listening to it. We were listening to it. It's annoying. It's annoying I even have to say that.
Well, no, it's a good thing to specify, or
it is.
People would be pissed if they wanted punchlines.
Right. You're going to do a show from here.
I'm racing to do a show, right after this.
Do you have to make it very clear that jokes will not be told?
I do, and I have to. Well, I mean, I chat a bit between songs, but I definitely have to unlearn the muscle memory that, like, if people are just listening and not laughing, I'm bombing.
Yeah.
Because I'll be playing a sad song or something, and I'm thinking, I'm bombing.
Right.
No one. Yeah. But it's really gratifying. It's really nice.
I remember starting out doing open mics as a comedian, and I would bomb, and it was so silent.
Right.
Then I would watch shitty musicians go up.
Yeah.
And they would bomb, but there's noise.
There's noise.
And I was envious of musicians in that regard.
Well, it's also nice not to be alone, because there's a drummer, and I have a whole band, and so it's nice to have that support.
When you're writing music, are you naturally trying to not find a punchline? You know what I mean?
The world is not that funny right now, so it's not hard, you know.
Yeah.
No. I mean, I'm really enjoying the opportunity to be earnest, and
What inspired you to make the album now?
I guess I'm Canadian, as we mentioned.
As we established, because we're going to get a Nobel Peace Prize for that beginning.
Yeah,
where we
exactly.
shook hands.
Right. That gets an applause.
You're welcome for that. Yeah. You're welcome for us shaking hands.
Yeah.
You're welcome for that.
I'd been living in England for 12 years, and then 3 years ago I moved to LA, and so I was reconnecting with my earnest North American roots, I guess. And I was feeling good. I had just 3 years ago I had top surgery and started testosterone, and I was feeling very happy and confident. Thanks. Thanks.
Who knows how their albums will be?
Yeah. So I think I was feeling good, or feeling more comfortable, because it is vulnerable. It's super vulnerable. So
But comedy's vulnerable. So
I know.
But are you telling me that this is more vulnerable to put out music?
I think in this moment I feel that.
Don't hold back. Now this is where you hit me with the truth.
Yes.
Is making music more vulnerable than pouring your heart out to strangers through spoken word?
I mean, Michael.
You're special. It's fantastic. You're talking about your family, your experiences, your parents. That's so vulnerable and personal.
For sure, but I guess with stand-up you can bail halfway through a joke, right? Or you can pivot. You can
lie. That's what I do.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Am I right? Yeah.
And you can't pivot with music.
No, you can't be halfway through a song and be like, nah, never mind. Actually,
That's true.
So you have to. Yeah. So it does feel exposing.
One of the songs I love is called Big Bear. I've been to Big Bear near LA. I got stuck in traffic, but you sing a beautiful song about. To me, it feels like you're trying to escape something, and then I'm thinking, maybe that's me.
Right.
Saying I want to escape something.
Well, that's the great thing about music. You can project all your own shit onto it.
That's right.
Yeah. But for sure.
Tell me about what inspired you to write that song and what it means.
I just moved to the States, and I went for the weekend to Big Bear. It's all mountains and a lake and just outside of LA, and I weirdly didn't tell anyone I was going. It's so rare that no one knows where you are.
Yeah.
This sounds dark, but it was just nice to be alone and walking through the woods, and Yeah, so that's why I wrote that. So.
I think it's awesome not telling people, and especially now.
But you have a family. You can't be doing that.
Dude, no. That's not funny.
Yeah.
That's why it's so good.
Right.
Because I have people that always want to know where I am.
Right.
So it feels so good. But if I didn't have a family, that was just...
It's a lot of pressure to be loved.
Man, did you just say what's in my soul?
I sort of thought it would get a laugh, but it was deadly silent.
Yeah.
Like everyone was like, yeah.
I'm a TV.
That's it. My friend said, does it stand?
What does it mean? It's in one of the songs, Stowaway. I'm just a TV talking to you. You thought I could remember that, but I had to read it just to make sure I got it
Sure,
right.
I'm glad you did, yeah.
Where does it come from?
Titles are really hard.
Yeah.
But I think it was, for me, there's so much noise and static electricity, and sometimes I wonder if our whole personalities are just like a sort of combination of other people's projections and stuff we consume, and so the album was kind of stripping that away. But then a friend of mine was like, does it stand for I'm a transvestite? And I was like, no, but if you wanted to, it could, you know? That's the great thing about music.
Another example of maybe what we're externalizing is on the inside.
Yes, exactly.
Right. You have TV tattoo. Is that right?
I do. How do you? Yes, I do.
Well, I'm pretty. Let's hope that that's public information.
Yeah.
To be very.
I do.
Is that connected to this?
No, that was just an ex. I bought a tattoo kit.
Yeah.
Never do that.
I won't.
Yeah.
Man, you bought a tattoo
like
kit.
a stick and poke kit. I don't know.
Yeah.
So an ex of mine one night, we'd had a few drinks and she tattooed TV on my. I guess I've always liked the feeling of the word in my mouth, TV.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, but I think I put the emphasis on the T, TV. What do you say?
I say aluminium.
That sounds very different.
It sounds, that's funny that you just said don't buy a tattoo kit. I didn't know that was a thing you could even do, and certainly don't do it with your partner. Mae Martin, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks.
It's called I'm a TV. It's available now. And check out tour dates at MaeMartinMusic.com. Mae Martin.